What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Empire Season 3, Episode 11. God damn, it seemed like we should be, I said this last week, like we should have been way deeper in the season than we are. But it's called Play On. So we remember last week when Cookie went batshit crazy as she deserved, okay? You know, she had every right to feel the way that she felt because Lucious was, he was doing too much, okay? And she just destroyed everything. And when the show comes on, this episode comes on, we see her get in the shower just saying, what did I do? What did I do? What have I done? You know, she's trying to wash all the blood off of her. And then we also see over there in the Empire, the janitorial service is coming out there and, cleaning up the blood off the windows, off the elevator, replacing everything. And then she's sitting down with her sister, played by Vivica Fox. Is her name Carol? We gonna call her C, okay? But she was just telling her what happened, and she was like, I just don't understand why I kissed him. And it was like, cause y'all got that hold on him. She said that was my first love. Like that's why, the only man that I have been with for 20 years, okay, at that moment. And she was like, that night that daddy kicked me out, that was the night that she lost her virginity to him. And her sister was like, just because that was your first, that don't mean that he has to be your last, okay? You love Angelo, okay? If you love him, go back to him. She was like, but what do I gotta tell? She said, no, you ain't gotta tell him nothing. I said, look at you. Y'all remember when they first came on the show, like last season, they couldn't stand each other, okay? But now they all cool and shit. I like that part that they even came together. We don't need no more division, okay? We need as many people together as we can, all right? And she telling her, fuck Lucious, okay? Because we don't need him to come in fucking up your life any more than he already has, all right? Move on, all right? Move on with Angelo. I said, all right, put your foot down, sis. So we get back to Empire, and Lucius up here lying to everybody, making it seem as if, somebody broke in and sabotaged the whole place, and they trying to figure out who it is. They scrubbing through the video and all that stuff. He got to make up an excuse. They didn't got Grandma Kizzy a new bodyguard. She said, Marty, is you a boy or is you a girl? That took me out. Because to be quite honest, I couldn't tell either, but it is what it is. We see Hakeem and Tiana and Becky. They sitting down watching some dances that they auditioning for Tiana's new single featuring Hakeem, and this is gonna be his directorial debut, I guess. And he's so focused on this girl with the blonde hair. He thinking that's it. Becky like, whatever you want, this your shit. I don't care. That's what you say go. That's what goes. Tiana is like, we got so many other people to audition, so let's get through this. But then Hakeem brings up the fact that he wants them to go down to his father's club, kick it with Bella and all that stuff. Tiana's like, listen, I told you already, your daughter has a mother already, okay? That is not my job to play stepmama, mama number two, play mama, auntie to this child or whatever. I'm not here for it, okay? And I'm just sitting here like, well, she's young, so I understand that. And Hakeem, all of a sudden you want to be a father and you want this girl in your life or whatever, but I mean, you can't, everybody ain't finna come in and want to play mama to your kids, but then that's what you have to deal with, Tiana, if you're gonna be with him, because he is a father now, Here comes Grandma Kizzy bringing her ass up in there, and she gonna tell Hakeem to tell that little girl in the pink jacket to come. I'm thinking that she gonna pull her motherfucking jacket up so her titty won't be showing and all that stuff. I said that's kind of rude to do that in front of your elders. You could have fixed your coat or whatever, covered up a little bit. And she come over there. She was cute enough until she opened up her mouth and I seen that gap and shit. Bitch, I was like, what the fuck? It was too much hair on her little head. That's what it was. Her head is small, with like 15,000 bundles on her head. She told her, take this handkerchief. You see that big boy over there? Drop it in front of him, and then I want you to bend over and pick it up. I said, what are you trying to do? Her name was Quintana too. I said, bitch. She gonna say something, this gonna get me featured in the video, right? Hakeem was like, I guess. So she gonna do it, and this was her way to, sneak off, okay, without Marty watching her. And the whole reason why she, that was the whole reason why she did it. Hakeem on the mean hand on the same time was asking her, you know, maybe you can come down to Bella's or whatever, cause she said, "Where's your my future daughter-in-law? You know, your baby stepmom or some shit like that. You know, where's she at?" And it was like, you know, I want you to come and try to talk to her, maybe sway her over to the side to seeing Bella because she's not really there yet. We'll see what happens with that. Baby, you cannot force that shit, okay? You can't force it like a ponytail. You're not supposed to, all right? Um, Andre and Nessa looking at apartments and stuff. I said, what? Too soon? They up in the trap house with Shine and them. And Nessa like, is that Danger? He was like, I'm trying to introduce him to everybody. Danger is the dude that knows and owns a whole bunch of strip clubs in a whole bunch of states or whatever, a whole bunch of cities or whatever. He like, he on the team and all that stuff. I ain't trying to introduce be friends with no new people. He was like, he family. Nigga gonna spit on the floor. I said, what was the point of that? That's disgusting. I was just like, Shane, you gonna pick that shit up later, okay? Frida in the back, you know, playing with the money. She out here back to doing drug drops and stuff like that. I said, damn, Frida, you had a once promising career. Now you ain't got shit. You back to doing the same shit you used to do. Cookie getting ready. You know, Angelo comes back and she got some stuff to tell him. He's so interested more so in trying to get it in with her than actually want to hear what she has to say at this point. You know, but he do notice that she has a bruise on her arm, and he was like, "What happened?" She said, "No, I was just being clumsy. I hurt myself, whatever." And they going back to fuck. I said, "Oh, okay." Cookie goes up to Lucious' office trying to talk to him about what happened the night before. And then when she was about to get into it, he was like, hold on, who come out the bathroom or the back room or whatever? It's Boo Boo Kitty. And then it's him. She was like, you know what? Whatever. All I want to know, she told her you need to want more out of life for yourself, okay? I said, yes, Anika, because I don't know what your end game is with this shit, but you literally look like you look desperate and you look pathetic, you know, going back to Lucius after all that he did. And child, it's just disgusting. Keeping it all in the past. They using you as a pass around, and Nick, and you don't realize it, okay? So, you know, of course, Lucius and Cookie go back and forth about, you know, what happened the night before and the fact that she's scared to admit that she still want him, and oh, you don't want me to say stuff to Angelo and all this stuff. I'm like, it's tired. It's tired at this point. Leave each other alone or get back together, all right? Um, what? God damn it, bitch. Jamal and Lil Tori, they in the studio trying to come up with some music. And for once, you know, Cookie came in there and, you know, was liking some of the stuff that they was doing, telling them to dirty up the track and, you know, doing all that stuff. I said, all right, that's cute. You know, I really love a good guitar riff. And if that was really Rumor playing that guitar, I said, girl, you better fucking do that shit, bitch. All right. You know, that girl, she comes from a. I just need to know if anybody else in her family is like musically inclined, you know, like really, really musically inclined, because I know, you know, both her parents are actors, but still, she got some talent on her ass. You know, she's a double threat. Because I ain't gonna say she can dance, but she's a double threat right now. Um, Becky, she's overseeing Tiana's rehearsal. Here comes Anika up there trying to talk to her. You know, I really know that you wanted this job, and I just feel as though, you know, you literally were Lucius' assistant, and I don't think that at this moment in time you're probably ready to run a whole department. But I'm gonna be leaning on you heavily, and I will want to work with you and, you know, support you and all this stuff, because I can see that in like maybe a year or two, you'll probably be running and having my job. And she was giving her all of this because she sensed the hostility and the disappointment, because she was like, I need to, you know, have a meeting with you to get an up to date of what's been going on. And she was just going down the list. Okay, Kyle, he on tour. Hakeem, they directing his Tiana's new album video that's coming out, on her new album that's coming out in a week. This other person's album is already out, you know, and she just went down a list like that. And so because of that, and she was showing initiative and actually having somebody recognize her worth, because Tiana came over there and was like, I want you to watch the rehearsals, Anika. And she was like, you know what? Whatever Becky says goes. I put her in charge. You know, she has my full support and all that stuff. She told her to come back and she gave her a hug. I said, Becky, girl, I really hope this is gonna work out for you and you not getting played again. Because damn it, bitch, you got a history. You ain't got the best track record of, you know, You know, we not the when people fucking around with you and trusting people, okay? Then here come Mama Kizzy pulling up on what's the brother name? The FBI brother, okay, I can't remember his name at the moment, pulling up on him saying that, you know, Dwight lied to me. He didn't keep his promise. He's still fucking around with that girl because, you know, giving her a job and all this stuff because she gave him a job, a nasty one. And, you know, he was like, who are you talking about? Boo Boo Kitty. That's what his other wives call her. And she can't stand her just as much as I can. I said, oh shit. She was like, I'm finna spill some tea to you, okay? If you want it, let me up in the house. He said, well, come on in, Miss Leah, and we finna go have some tea. I said, child, if y'all don't come get Mama Kizzy, she out here about to spill all y'all tea and fuck shit up, okay? So Jamal and Tori, they in the studio, they you know, singing this song. I have to say that out of all three seasons so far, this to me personally, has been the best musical pairing with Jamal's voice, or I should say Jesse's voice, Rumor and Jesse. I do every single song that they've done together on here so far, and it's been like two or three of them. I've loved them, okay? And I'm really not here for Jesse's voice most of the time, but they bring out the best in each other. It just gels. Now earlier when Cookie was there, Cookie told them, "This is cute what y'all doing. Just make sure y'all wipe everything down, clear everything out, so that Lucious don't hear the shit that you doing." Okay. Now when they get through with this little recording session, he told the engineer, "I'm not gonna wipe, don't clean nothing down yet because I'm gonna come back and tweak some stuff." Okay, I said, why you do this? Boy, you are dumb. You should know your father. And sure enough, Lucius comes up in that studio. He see the sign on the studio. He comes up in there and he said, let me see what these idiots been doing. He listens to Jamal's shit and I'm just sitting here like, oh my, don't play him. Do not, excuse me, play him. Boo Boo Kitty get approached by Tariq. That's his name. And he hounding her. Mind you, remember, I think it was last episode or the episode before, his boss told him, you're off the case. The case is over. It's done. And you basically jeopardized the case because you didn't tell us that that was your brother, your half brother. And so it's over and done. Leave it alone. He's still working this case. He's still trying to get Lucious with whatever evidence or whatever information he got from Grandma Kizzy. He trying to use it against Anika. He like, well, you can't get to we can't get to Lucius right now, but what you know about Cookie? She like, I ain't got no dealings with that bitch at this moment. It is what it is. He started naming out all these names and was like, you know about Bam Bam, you know about this, you know about Frank Gathers and all this stuff. And he sends a subpoena, basically forcing her, I guess, to speak about the stuff. And if she has to speak out against Lucius, you know, on the court of law, okay, she can't lie in the court unless that's perjury, you know, contempt and all that stuff. Uh, Lucius gonna be after her, all right. And this is, I guess, a loophole to get her to speak or some shit because, you know, he can't make her talk because they married now, and that's, we all know that's the reason why he married her, so she can't, you know, testify against him, but he can testify. She can testify against Cookie. You know what I'm saying? And gave her this subpoena and all this stuff and talk about something. We're gonna put you in witness protection. She said, "What about my daughter? Meet me at so and so in place in the morning because I wouldn't want this pretty face to be wound up dead in a river or some shit." I'm sitting here like, Tariq, you are just doing the fucking most, okay? He needs to go. At this point in time, you know, I never really rooted for Lucius, but I want Lucius to take Tariq out because he doing too goddamn much, okay, for me. So, Lucius ass just, he's just on a whole nother level of bullshit. He playing his music on his piano. Then he up in the studio, Jamal and them come there so that they can finish. And he like, who the fuck is in here? Because I have this studio booked for the next 3 months. He in there with so many groupies and all this stuff. Nessa and V in the studio, in the booth singing, he is the king, I bow down to him. I said, no the fuck I don't. If your name ain't Jehovah God or Jesus Christ, I ain't bound down to nobody. But anyway, they was like, Dad, I had this studio book. Dad. He really wasn't paying no attention. And Cookie was like, he gets like this all the time when all he can hear is the music. And she had a flashback to when she was trying to tell him that she was pregnant, and he wasn't paying no attention to her, you know. And at this point, Jamal took the high road and was like, the song is dope, Dad, but you don't have to show off and do all this stuff to show and know that you the king or whatever. Kings don't do that shit. I said, tell him, Jamal. Andre trying to get so involved with this danger dude and like he really gangster with it. He want to get cuz the guy that they going to hook up with, he got strip clubs up in Vegas, and Empire been trying to break in Vegas, and he been trying to get in contact with Lucious. Andre saying ain't nobody getting to Lucious through without getting through me. And I'm just sitting here like Andre is just on that stuff, and I'm just confused. Like, what are you trying to do? Shine talking about, because all this is because Danger got connections with the hottest, music and things of that such. He breaks the best music and brings in the rappers and stuff like that. That's what he wants, that connection. And Shine is like, first of all, bruh, Vanessa told me about them pills that you on, and if you ever lay a hand on her, I'ma whoop your ass. He said, first of all, Vanessa spoke to you. He was like, yeah, she tell me every damn thing, so you need to get used to it. He was like, I never put my hands on her and all this stuff. I just take mood stabilizers, and Andre is just all over the place for me right now. I'm not liking his character at this moment. The shit that they got him doing, I don't know. Boo Boo Kitty, she got little Bella in the park. She didn't have Hakeem come and pick her up. She's saying, I love you. Mommy loves you. Next thing you know, we see her on the bus leaving. I said, girl, she dressed to the nines on a cheap ass Greyhound bus. But okay, she ain't trying to testify and get found by Lucious or whatever. Tyreek is just fucking up everybody's lives, okay? Just fucking it all up. Because at this moment in time, Portia, she downstairs getting some packages or whatever for Cookie, and she overhears some people talking about we need to talk to Cookie about her parole or whatever, this parolee and all this stuff. She go tell Cookie what's going on. Cookie calls Angelo to see what's happening, and come to find out they trying to revoke her parole because she's associated with felons and stuff. She was like, bitch, I run a fucking rap empire. Of course it's gonna be felons there. This is some petty shit. Of course Angelo had the shit overturned. I said, you know what, Cookie, you better not never fuck this up, because he been helping your ass out for a minute, all right? So he come pick her up and all that stuff, and he was like, you know what, I'm finna go to Lucious' ass, okay, because I'm tired of this shit. I'm like, this ain't Lucious stuff. He go up to Lucious' place, and he was like, I don't need no drink partner. Let me tell you something. I got her, okay? You fucking lost, bitch. Let it the fuck go. He was like, hold the fuck up. You don't come in my house talking to me like that, okay? You better calm that shit down. And it was like, if I wanted to get at your ass, people would know, and I know what they interested in to get at them, all right? So this ain't me. And she was like, Cookie, bitch, you know this Tariq, okay? This is Tariq. She said, bitch, I'm not trying to go to jail for your ass again. He said, hold up. For my ass, bitch, you went to jail for the shit that you did. I've been the cleanup man, okay? I'm always cleaning up y'all asses mess. I said, all right, that is kind of true. Okay, kind of true. But Angelo get a call from his campaign manager talking about the latest polls or whatever, and he was about to leave out. He was like, let me tell you something. You come after Cookie again, and you want to do some stuff, I'm gonna put a world of pain on you that you ain't never experienced. If you try to come for me, and then I'm gonna come for your ass, okay? I said, all right, Angelo. And he said, let me tell you one more thing. See, you had to get power. That's the difference between me and you. You had to work for your power. I was born with it. I said, bitch, that shit took me out right there, because he had Lucius shook for a second, and Lucius bounced back like, yeah, all right. Mm-hmm. Jamal and Derek DL producer, bitch. He calls him over there just to tell him, baby, it's over. Okay, we hooked up a bunch of times, and you should feel bad because most of those times that we hooked up, I only hooked up with your ass because I was high as hell. That's it. I'm working with a new producer, and deuces, okay? I'm in recovery, and part of recovery is being true to myself and being with somebody that's out, not somebody that's still in the closet. So you can go on. I said, oops. All right, hurt his little feelings all the way up. Hakeem bringing the little baby on the set. He late, Tiana at first was like, why would you bring her? But then he had to explain, if you gonna want me, I gotta have us and I gotta have Bella. So you gonna have to deal. She eventually holds the baby and all that stuff. And I'm like, these little kids trying to play house. They too young for this. Lucius then called Jamal down to Leviticus, made this big ass studio on the stage, oh, it's free of the auto tune and all the stuff that these kids do today. You can really feel the notes, and he listening to the music and all that shit. And next thing you know, Jamal was vibing with him for a second. And then you hit this chord that was being played earlier in the episode when Jamal and Tori was doing their thing. Now earlier when Jamal had came into that studio session and saw Lucious there, he looked at Tori like, mm-hmm. And I said, ain't this about a bitch, okay? He said something to her, and this bitch then came out on the goddamn stage playing that same chord. I said, you know what? Tori, you ain't shit for that, okay? But you gotta go where your money at right now. I don't understand. That was supposed to be your homeboy. You straight got sucked in by Lucious Lyon. You know, Lucious Lyon took Tori from Jamal the same way he took J Hood from Andre in the church. Okay, y'all remember that last season or so. Then you know, he upset, Jamal upset. He talking to Philip, his rehab counselor dude, and they make that thing official. Okay, so they boyfriend. Cookie and Candace, that's her name. They having dinner with Councilman Dubois, okay, and Candace grilling him about, Cookie living in a mansion and how you can't live in a mansion, the mayor's mansion, unless you're married. And he said if he gets mayor, he's gonna marry her and all that stuff. And Candace was saying how she deserves a proper wedding because the last one wasn't shit, which it wasn't. They got married in a hotel room and they had the reception in that hotel room. Bitch. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, okay? They was broke, all right? They little kids. But Andre, Shine, and Dejan or whatever, they go meet up with old boy Raphael. That was his name. To connect to get them to Vegas and all this shit. The whole thing with they storyline is so fucking confusing. Y'all need to break that shit down to me. Maybe because it's late, I ain't really trying to get it, but whatever. So they meet up and they trying to see Raphael show up, and he was like, "Who is this dude?" He was like, "My name Andre Lyon or whatever. Why he here? Juliana, come here, bitch." Nia Long come out the back strutting like she owns shit until Raphael like, "Bitch, you set me up," calling her bitches, pulling on her, slapping the fuck out of her. Mind you, he said that was his wife, okay? And Andre was like, "Bitch, I don't know the bitch, but let me just tell you this. That don't mean that I'm here cool with you putting your hands on her, you know." And apparently she knew who Andre was. And as we saw in the previews, of course, Nia had some relationship going on with Lucious or whatever. Next thing you know, she tried to go in the back. He said, "Go fix your face up." And she shoots Raphael. And Dejan come up there calling her bitch. And then here comes Shine killing him. And then they finna do business with her. I'm sitting here like I'm confused, okay? Y'all tell me what the hell was up. Alright, that was Empire for that ass.